Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So we'll continue our discussion related to study of light in terms of categories divided into two parts, photometry and radiometry. In the previous few videos we discussed about photometry and the important photometric quantities. In this video we are going to discuss about the other part, okay, radiometry. So just a quick refresh. Light, which is basically electromagnetic, is a form of electromagnetic radiations. It is divided into different portions in terms of their frequency and wavelengths, which gives us the electromagnetic spectrum. So the two categorizations related to the study of light, that is radiometry and photometry, basically studies the different frequency and wavelength range. Now we were discussing about photometry, which was basically concerned only with the visible part of the electromagnetic spectrum, visible light, visible energy, luminous energy, which is in the visible frequency or wavelength range. Now all the other gamma, X-ray, ultraviolet, including visible, near infrared, microwaves, radio waves, everything combined together, that gives us radiometry. Okay, so radiometry also includes photometry. Okay, photometry is a part of radiometry. Okay, it's a subfield of radiometry. Radiometry is the overall broad perspective when it comes to the study of light, including all the frequency and wavelength ranges of the electromagnetic spectrum. So basically the definitions are the same for both photometric and radiometric quantities. Just we have to replace the luminous part with radiometric, or the luminous or visible part with radiometric. Essentially it applies to all radiations, not only visible radiations. Okay, so that is the whole definition of radiometry. It is the measurement of radiations in any portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, whereas photometric or quantities or photometry is the science of measuring light or radiations in the visible spectrum. Okay, so the important parameters in radiometry are radiance, irradiance, radiant flux and radiant intensity. So here they are related with photometry as radiant flux is luminous flux, radiant intensity is luminous intensity, irradiance is similar to illuminance, and radiance is similar to luminance. So we will be discussing them one by one. So radiant flux is the total power emitted from the source. Okay, the total power emitted from the source, or the total radiant energy emitted per second from the source. In case of luminous flux, it was the total visible power emitted from the source, that is energy in the visible range, frequency range or wavelength range. So it is also denoted by the symbol phi. In general, you can, in order to avoid confusion, you can use phi subscript r for radiometry and phi subscript p for photometry. Okay, it's up to you, but generally it is denoted using the same symbols because all the symbols are specified. It is a good practice whenever you use a symbol or you use a mathematical formula, in the side and you specify what each symbol means. Okay, so here we are also denoting radiant flux by phi. Okay, it is the total power emitted from the source, radiant power emitted from the source. Then is radiant intensity, similar to luminous intensity. It is the radiant power emitted per unit solid angle. Okay, emitted from the source per unit solid angle, which is measured in terms of steradians. Now another important thing which I missed. First is luminous power or luminous flux was measured in terms of lumens. Okay, it was measured in terms of lumens, but radiant flux or radiant power is measured in terms of the conventional system of units, which is watts. And we also discussed an important relationship, if I remember. It was that 683 lumens of green light, okay, green light, which was somewhere around 5500 angstrom, it was equivalent to 1 watt. Okay, this was the important relationship. So radiant flux is measured in terms of watts, luminous was measured in terms of lumens. Okay, so this is the basic difference. Radiant intensity is similar to luminous intensity, which we have discussed. It is the radiant power, the total radiant power emitted per unit solid angle omega, which is the ratio between the radiant flux, the radiant power divided by solid angle. Okay, so it is the radiant flux or radiant power emitted per unit solid angle. So it is measured in terms of watts per steradian. Luminous intensity was lumens per steradian, here it is watts per steradian. Next is irradiance. So that is also similar to the whole thing, where when first radiations from the source, they are focused in a particular direction, that is radiant flux is traveling in a particular direction. Let's say it falls on an object in the path, a portion of a certain portion of the object, the radiations fall on it. So how much portion is radiated, or the radiations which fall on that specific surface, how much area, on how much area it falls, that gives us irradiance. That is the radiant flux incident on a known surface area, the ratio between the radiant flux per unit surface area, that gives us irradiance. So it is the ratio between the radiant flux and the area which is on which it falls. Okay, the ratio of that gives us irradiance, the radiant flux falling per unit area of a surface. So the units is watt per meter square, because radiant flux is measured in terms of watts, area is meter square, watt per meter square. It is similar to illuminance in photometry, which was the luminous flux per unit area. How much of the portion was illuminated? Here, how much is irradiated? Okay, there it was luminous flux per unit area, here it is radiant flux per unit area. So that was lumens per meter square, this is watts per meter square. Then is radiance. It is similar to the concept of luminance. So here radiant flux, it falls on the object, a portion of that object, the surface area, captures or the radiant flux, then from that surface which is irradiated, how much of the radiant flux is reflected back, okay, that is given by radiance, okay, again per unit solid angle. Okay, so again let us try to understand. First, radiant flux is focused in a particular direction, it falls on an object, a portion of that object or surface of a certain known area on which the radiant flux falls, then from that the portion of the radiant flux which is reflected back per unit solid angle, that gives us radiance. Okay, it is the radiant flux reflected from a known surface area per unit solid angle, or the alternate definition is the radiant intensity reflected from a known surface area. Okay, so one way to define this is the radiant flux emitted from a known surface area per unit solid angle. That is one way of defining. Another way is radiant intensity reflected from a known surface area. Why? Because radiant intensity, we know it takes into account this solid angle thing. So when you say radiant intensity reflected from a known surface area, no need to mention about the unit solid angle. But when you are only speaking about radiant flux, then at that time you have to take into consideration this solid angle. So it is given by L, which is di by dA cos theta, where I is the radiant intensity, A is the area, and cos theta is the angle if you have discussed about the Lambert's cosine law, the angle between the direction of the flux, okay, let's say we have a surface here and flux, radiant flux is falling in this direction, okay, then the angle which it makes with the normal to the surface, that gives us the angle theta, okay, this, which is the Lambert's cosine law. Okay, we discuss in the photometry part. So basically it is the angle between the normal to the surface and the direction of radiant flux. Okay, so this is the radiance part, which is watts per meter steradian, meter square steradian. So let us just try to understand from the start. First, the source, it emits radiation. The total radiative flux or radiative power which is emitted, that is the radiant flux phi. Then the radiant flux per unit solid angle which is emitted from the source, that gives us radiant intensity I. Then when the radiant flux is focused on an object, a portion of it, area on the surface, is irradiated. So that gives us irradiance, that is the radiant flux per unit area. Okay, that is irradiance. Then from that irradiated part, how much of it is reflected back per unit solid angle, the portion of the reflected radiative flux per unit solid angle, that gives us radiance. Okay. Now a comparison between the radiometric and photometric quantities. So as you can see, as I was saying, the radiant power is similar to the luminous power or luminous flux, okay, power or flux, whatever you say, radiant flux, radiant power, luminous flux, luminous power. So for radiometric quantity it is measured in terms of watts, for photometric it is measured in terms of lumens. Then radiant intensity, flux per unit solid angle, watts per steradian. For radiometric, for photometric it is luminous intensity, which is lumens per steradian, luminous flux per unit solid angle from the source. Irradiance, which is basically the radiative flux per unit surface area, watts per meter square for radiometric, and this is the luminous flux per unit surface area, which is lumens per meter square. Then radiance, which is the portion of the radiative flux which is reflected from the irradiated surface per unit solid angle, which is watts per meter square steradian. For luminance, it is the luminous flux which is reflected from the illuminated source per unit solid angle from that specific area. So it is lumens per meter square steradian. So this is the relationship between radiometric and photometric quantities. As I said, the symbols that you use for better understanding, you can use the subscript P and R for photometric and radiometric respectively. Otherwise you specify it separately. Okay. So here we have discussed about the radiometric quantities, starting from radiative flux or power, radiative intensity, irradiance and radiance. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and please subscribe my channel Engineering Tutorial for more such videos related to engineering, science and technology. Have a great day. Thank you very much.